Hello everyone, Floyd Zuber here, and I want to talk about the United States Constitution. Well, not exactly all of it, just the preamble, because that was the setup for a contract. The preamble is basically a purpose statement, and I want to see what kind of sense it made in today's world given the social polarization we've been experiencing. There are key clusters of words that have special meaning. So, this Constitution, ratified in 1788 by a bunch of rich, land-owning white guys, what was that all about? Essentially, it's a contract between the people and the government. In it, the people allow the government to administer the precepts of the preamble to the Constitution. That's what it means. Okay, let's face it. Few people read the Constitution. Those who attempt it maybe get through the preamble, which contains 6 principles. Form a more perfect union. Establish justice. Ensure domestic tranquility. Provide for the common defense. Promote the general welfare. And secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Now, who stops to think about what any of that means? I mean, why bother when you can get someone else to explain it to you, like your local politician or even a Supreme Court justice? Whatever it is, it's how they would interpret it. But how do you understand it? What does it mean to you? Or does it mean what someone else wants you to think it means? And that's why I decided to read the 52 words in the preamble to the Constitution myself. It took a lot of time to really process the words and put my thoughts down. What came out of that is 7 videos. This first one, which is the introduction, and 6 which talk about the individual principles in the preamble. What did those words mean at the time of writing the Constitution? And what do those words mean now? The best place to start would be with the preamble itself. We the people. At the time, the writers of the Constitution were all free, financially secure white guys. It's reasonable to conclude that they had their own interests in mind. They did leave room to include others, but we're not sure how far they intended to go with that. We'll see. Republicans have their own answer to that and are continually regressing to the rich white guy position they enjoy so much. If you listen closely, you can figure out who they want to include and how they want to exclude the others. They're doing it by breaching the contract that was named the United States Constitution. The United States Constitution starts with the words, "We the people of the United States." More often those words are truncated to "we the people" with the implicit understanding that it includes everyone in the country. Well, that inclusion concept seems to be in place well enough within the Democratic Party, and that becomes fairly obvious in its policies and the legislation it presents. At the very least, it makes an attempt to gather all the demographics to ensure that the rights of all the people are protected. The Democrats' qualification for inclusion into "we the people" are simple. Recognize the humanity of "we the people of the United States." Support the rights of "we the people of the United States" through legislative rights, civil rights, and human rights. And demand justice and fair treatment for "we the people of the United States." These are the things that I've gleaned, but if they're not part of the party platform, I'm going to suggest that it's close enough so that we can have something to talk about. Now, on the other hand, we have Republicans who co-opted "we the people" to be exclusive. Let's take a look at who's excluded. Women, denying health care, reproductive rights, and equal pay. Blacks and other non-whites, deny civil rights and protection from discrimination. The economically disadvantaged, deny the ability to negotiate for better living standards, wages, and education. All the people, that's pretty much "we the people of the United States." eroding the constitutional protections by relying on the 6-3 Supreme Court misinterpretations. And they propagandize corporate positions as part of donations to pollute our environment in various toxic ways and deny climate science for profit. They rob us of our livelihood. Protect corporations from the public right to redress of grievances. That happens to be in the First Amendment to the Constitution, by the way. Now, the Democratic Party isn't perfect by any means, but if you really understand the difference in goals and focus between the parties, your best advantage is to protect your rights and the rights of everyone else by voting for Democratic representatives. The alternative is a dangerous game because denying rights to others creates the precedent to denying rights to those of we the people without them even becoming aware of it. Think of the adage, if you let the camel stick its nose into the tent, before you know it, you have the whole camel in with you. I'm going to be creating presentations for each of the 6 principles listed in the Preamble to the Constitution. Why not all of them here? Because there's a lot to think about. I'm seeing that Republicans have been chipping away at the contract with we, the people of the United States, and I want to show you how. So look for the next video about the first principle in the Preamble to the Constitution. In order to form a more perfect union. See you there.